that's the last time I saw you guys, or this picture, so that's why I said, who are you? So anyway, that's Dawn, and I'm 70 years old, so I'm forgetting names all the time. Lori, and I don't know which.
Alexandria.
Yeah, and which still. That's
yeah, Alexandria.
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I couldn't tell you and your brother apart. So this is this Dave's?
Yes.
Dave's daughter.
Yeah, Gabrielle.
Gabrielle. Yeah, Jason sent me this picture. And Jason Powers, and I wrote back and I said, Jason, this is a nice picture of your dog, but I can't remember who you are. Jordan. Who did I say? Jason. Jordan. So he sent me a couple other pictures. This is Jordan and Sister Taylor, right?
Yeah.
Where is she? You look different. Okay, well, that's family there. Okay, this is Dave's daughters.
Yes.
What are their names?
Gabrielle and Casey.
Yeah, I guess if I read the lineup there.
Very good.
So yeah, Dave sent me emailed me pictures, so that's what I've got. Some of the pictures here. Dave and Monique, his wife, and Casey. Okay, there is the. I was going to eventually say that sort of one of the questions: who was the only member of the family that was carrying the Popovici name? And I was telling Danny and Dulcie that I was going to tell this story because Jordan has the tattoo Popovici there, and then they told me that he wasn't the only one. So I didn't know at the time, so I decided that we take up a close-up of the Popovici tattoo so that we'd all see the tattoo there. So I'm really impressed with you guys, and my brother Danny said, yeah, my kids are, my grandchildren are starting to make me feel a little guilty because they're all going back to the Popovici name, and I'm the one that changed it to Powers. So yeah, there's 3 now that has the Popovici tattoo, and I think another 2 are considering it. So there's the Popovici, Danny. This is your.
Is this a firefighter?
Okay. Well, I happened to get this hot off the press too. So here's the other tattoo that we got. So we got Popovici going on into the future here. So I'm proud of you guys. I think that's great. I mean, the Popovicis aren't even Popovicis. That was another story that I wanted to tell from the beginning, is that the Popovicis were not Popovici for many, many years. We were growing up as Popovich, and that was P-O-P-O-V-I-T-C-H. And I think that was more the Romanian version of pronouncing it.
Well, that was really Yugoslavian spelling that.
Yeah, it is a Yugoslavian version. And this would have been another good question to have. Who was the only sibling that was never a Popovici? Do you know who that was?
That was you.
No, it was Mary. Mary got married as a Popovich. Because we changed to Popovici after Mary got married. So she was never a Popovici.
I changed it Popovici when I was in high school at Central. I said, Popovich isn't our name. So I went to Popovici.
So you're the one that instigated that
And that
name.
was between 44 and 48.
So you've had 3 names now.
You're going to have to change your tattoos now.
Anyway, I did too, so. Yeah, so I'm not sure where I was going with that, but yeah, it's So Popovici was the beginning of our family name. We went to Popovici, which was a correction, supposedly, rather than a change of name. My dad had Popovici cousins, and there's some in Regina here. Adrian Popovici, and his father was Borrell Popovici. Anyway, Danny changed it to Powers, and Johnny was the one that, my brother Johnny, Joanne's father, was the one that was really the first one that came up with the idea of changing the last name, because when he worked for the railway company, he was actually told that if there was a job and there's two people qualified for this job, he and another person by the name of Smith, the Smith would have got the job, and he would not have because of the name. Nowadays that's illegal because you know, you can't go by that sort of thing. But he was the one that was the first one ready to change his name.
And he was the only one that did.
That didn't, yeah, he didn't get there, but he was the one that started it, and then Danny took
Well,
it.
I think I started and I wanted him to change, and he said, yeah, he was going to change, and then he didn't.
Well, he didn't.
And then you didn't, and then you changed when you went over to Germany.
Well, I went to Germany as a Popovici, and my brother changes his to Powers. Well, I was interested in serious theater, and I would have been a Gene Powers, and I thought, oh gosh, this sounds like somebody that would be in South Pacific, and I wanted to be in something serious. So in Germany, Popo means your backside. So I decided to change my name, your rear end. So I cut off the Popo, and I stayed with the VC. And I went from Eugene, and this is a story that's coming later, the Eugene part. I went to Gino. So everybody outside of the family know me as Gino, and I pronounce it as Vici, so I've become Italian.
There was three brothers, and we had three different names, so
Yeah.
people thought that we were gangsters, and so we all had aliases.
Well, so that's why nobody's carried on the Popovici names except the tattoos here. So anyway, yeah, so I became Gino Vici, and at least that's how I pronounce it. But because of different languages, Vici is pronounced different in different countries. And in Spain, the V is a B, the C is a TH, so they say bici. In Germany, the V is an F, the C is a K, so the last name is Ficky. In San Diego, some people read my name and they'll say Vicky. So that's the only one I don't like, because if my cousins from the farm called me Gino, and somebody else called me Vicky, that'd have been Gino Vicky. And I really, or Jeannie Vicky. Jeannie Vicky, that's what my cousins call me. So anyway, I just go by Gino for most people. But for the family, I've always been Gene. So call me whatever you want, but I've had some worse names, okay?
Well, I was